is just fantastic.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the second video of the day, so to another video. Today we're going to be responding to the December 25th release from Amberlynn titled, "This vlog feels like a fever dream brackets, yes, that's a snake, close brackets full stop." Downvoted to high hell as always. Ignoring my comment, as an Australian, why the hell is a kangaroo being passed around like that? They are not meant to be held. Because tourist, novelty, seriously, moment, social media influencer, any excuse to look quaint, cute and adorbs. Girl, if you're pouring salt over your food because you can't store leftovers, go to therapy. Why would you need to pour salt on it instead of throwing it away? Are you admitting you would dig it out of the trash later to finish it? Whenever you say, people have asked about XYZ, there is an 100% chance nobody asked. And for the new people here being like, y'all are so mean, you all just complain about whatever she does. Welcome to world. Pull up a chair and watch the mess. You'll understand soon enough. We noticed this with the Belgian contingent in early 2023. Many turned up, showered Amber with all the positivity in the world. She then proceeded to put on more weight. They then realised, okay, you're clearly an idiot and unworthy of our support. Ta-ta for now, but said in a Belgian accent. Now the reference to the thumbnail is that she has a snake on her in the thumbnail, which means yes, Amberlynn may well actually be doing something in the video for a change. How incredibly exciting.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It's Christmas for you guys. Merry Christmas. For me, it is Christmas Eve. I'm mid-makeup. My hair's pulled back, so it's out of my face while I do my makeup. But I will be right back once I'm all completed and ready.
I'm not going to lie. A small part of me is impressed. I'm impressed you've managed to cobble together 25 genuinely phoned-in videos so you can take full advantage of this month from a monetary stance. You'll claim otherwise, but let's face it here, anyone that uploads more than one video a day during this month, yeah, no, they're doing it for the money. I've never hidden that, by the way. I've always been very honest about it. December is the only month where you can really take advantage of it. Amber's gotten to a stage where she may well be a slight slave for views, but if she's gearing up for a semaglutide arc in 2025, so the third part, Revenge of the Sith territory, I fully expect another crash. She'll need to take full advantage of this money while it's there, so that she can, well, do her makeup, I guess, on one of her chins.
So when I told my mom that I was coming back to Oklahoma, one of the very first things that she said was, oh my gosh, now you get to go to my Christmas party. Like, she was so excited. I went last year. It's for her job.
I'm guessing you just eaten then.
I have the hiccups, by the way. So, I don't know, it just made me feel special and wanted. So, that is actually what is happening today. Look at the earrings. Very cute, very cute. What? Oh, that's what it is? There's a literal petting zoo here right now, so...
This is the most we get to see of Amber doing things, by the way. So, to an extent, I'm actually not going to dunk on this. I don't like petting zoos. I don't like zoos, generally. I find that it's very, for me, I find it to be cruel to have animals to show off to people, right? I prefer them to have their natural habitats, so preferably destroy all humanity and give it back to them, essentially. But this is the nearest we get to see of Amber doing something, right? And seeing it earlier in the video is no doubt because rewatchability is not on her side. But she still has more than Chantal at least, so I guess she's got that going for her. Oh, and as far as that food goes, I've seen better quality from a hospital.
Oh my gosh. I can't, oh my gosh. Look how
I think this is my mom.
Look at my eyes holding my hand.
So precious.
This is so cute. That was on Amber's bucket list, y'all.
When it was on Amber's bucket list, it was not to hold. No, kangaroo steak is really good. That's why it's on her bucket list. In fact, the bucket is a literal bucket because she wants it filled with kangaroo steak, served to resemble a fossil, of course. Now, for the next few minutes of the video, they hold kangaroos, otters, and other creatures. The one I want to get to is the snake, because this is the one where we get to see Amber's full body in view. Yeah, I screwed up body in view at the same time. They're welcome. I just want to highlight it because at the end of this year, this is the shape she is. There are a number of angles that humans shouldn't possess. Amber has them. They seem to defy physics, but that's alright. Laws of nature don't apply to people that believe themselves removed from that along with humanity and, well, consequence.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wow!
You want to try it? No?
Did you hold the kangaroo? I'm literally hold the kangaroo.
Yes, you are literally Britney Spears, and you are also incredibly brave for holding a snake. I'm not going to roll my eyes too hard just yet. I need to save it for later, I'm sure of it, because there's some food stuff we've yet to get to.
Okay guys, so I just got back and I had such a good time holding all the little cute little animals. Genuinely so much fun. And while we're there, my mom's boss passes out an envelope to everybody with money inside. It's either $1 through 20, and my envelope had 20. Yay.
Well, that should pay for the delivery of your next takeout then, shouldn't it?
So I have a little torrid haul type deal, which I'm probably not going to try these on because I have this exact dress in black, which when you guys see it, you'll know exactly which one. But I also wanted to get it in this color because I think that the way that this dress fits me is literally perfect. And again, I do get a size 4. Then I also got a mesh shirt, which I also get in size 4 because I want it to be skin tight. That is the point of mesh, or at least for me.
Yes, skin tight mesh is certainly what it's supposed to be. The last thing that you want to do is bait your audience out though with comments like that, because now they're thinking of you wearing skin tight mesh. It's not a flattering look. You may think it's beautiful or pretty underneath something, but we all know you're using it to send rather interesting pictures, no doubt, to your totally beloved and real girlfriend.
And look at how cute. It's plaid, but I genuinely love the colors of this.
It's giving me very Chantel vibes. Last year, and I think this year, she bought plaid shirts on purpose, and then as she got bigger and bigger, those shirts got tighter and tighter. It was like stuffing haggis into a kilt.
So I actually got quite a few people messaging me asking about this book in particular that I got Tommy for Christmas. People were asking, what does the picture look like before Tommy colored it? Because as you can see here, this is it completed. And then here it is in the book. It's on the left side where you're referencing. So here's an example. The picture is actually completely uncolored. So you do everything yourself. I'm shocked with how many people were interested in this, so I definitely wanted to put it in a vlog in case more people were interested. But
I'm starting to understand why in the comment that we went through earlier, no one's asked you about this. Mostly because I've been reading your comments. If I ever got the views to justify it, I could make an entire video on you misunderstanding comments in your own videos. And or just going through your comment section anyway. That could be a live stream. That would be hilarious.
yeah, it's really fun for people who are like into coloring and referencing other photos and just trying to learn more artistic ways of coloring things. Okay, so I put my hair up because it was a lot. So, okay, does anyone else have that issue when you know that you have plans for multiple days in a row? Like trying to figure out your outfits.
No, but that's because I possess something called a Y chromosome. The only things that are guaranteed to be changed are underwear and socks. The rest is optional, depending on the number of days used and if they are dirty. I also don't have issues with things like makeup because I'm reflection perfection as the elephant man, and not so vain that I need to put on a face mask before I go anywhere.
I don't know what it is for me, but it's just like I can't stop thinking about it.
Wait, we talking about clothes or food?
So I know for sure, I think I'm either gonna wear this rhinestone mesh on either Christmas, which is tomorrow, or my birthday, which is in like 3 days.
I was more exciting. I wore red trousers and my standard hoodie. But to make it festive, I put a Brussels sprout pin on the hoodie. That was the extent of my excitement for the day, in fact. I was so exciting, I missed breakfast because I was late. I had to go to work. Missed present opening because I was eating Weetabix because I needed breakfast. And I didn't open my presents because I don't care about them. But the Brussels sprouts stayed on for most of the day. I'm very, very exciting like that.
So I'm celebrating some of my birthday on the 26th, but then also my birthday on the 27th, which is my actual birthday.
Well then, it's not your birthday, you shouldn't be celebrating it. You don't get 2 days. I know you're big enough you count for 2 people, so 2 days would make sense if you were in fact 2 people, but I don't believe you're fetus in fetu.
And I know, whoops, for one of the days, I also want to wear my new cardigan with the cute little I was gonna say flowers. Those are not flowers, Amberlynn. Those are hearts. I'm trying to plan like my outfits in advance, which I do that. I don't know what it is. People ask why I don't use the top ones. I do. I'm just so short. I have to go on my tippy toes to reach.
Well, and yes, I'm about to say something very medically inaccurate and sarcastic. Brace yourselves. Maybe next year on Ozempic you'll find, with that weight loss being an absolute guarantee rip-roaring success, your spine will stretch back out again. Or you'll be able to stand on a stepping stool that can handle the weight but have to be a bit more dainty and cute looking so you can feel pretty with it. I hear the yellow pages are free though.
And then New Year's is also coming up, which I might just wear this guy because it gives New Year's. I'm not sure I'm doing anything on that day.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that dress on TikTok. I've stopped using TikTok now, but not because of that dress. Just wanted to highlight I've seen it somewhere.
Maybe I'll live stream if I end up not doing something. You never know.
To be honest, you should. You should 100% stream on New Year's Eve. The reason why is because you, Amber, generate huge amounts of money when you live stream. So why not take advantage of it? You have the potential. I'm not saying doing it all the time, because I believe less is more with you. Well, in the live streaming area, your content, it's been less is less for quite some time, but I do think this is probably one of the better ideas you've had. And you should do it. Hell, get your mum on. People ask her all the dumb questions that you refuse to answer. Maybe you can pay her as well.
Okay, you guys, so I ordered dinner. I got Red Lobster. So
for one person, those packages look quite big. Does that make sense? Like, over here, if I order for one person, it's typically a meal for one person, right? So order burger and chips, or some Chinese food with 2 trays, yeah, at most. Over there in the US, I know you do bigger portions and you package it a bit bigger, right? But I'm kind of curious if this is an indicator that you really do just order a lot. It's one takeaway after all, and it's Red Lobster, so surely it's healthier.
usually when I get Red Lobster, I do the pick 2 shrimp, but I decided to try an actual like entree from there. Entree, sorry. Excuse me.
Wait, so you're yet again ordering something you've never had before? Which means surely your food insecurities and paranoia delusions should be coming to the surface. Ooh, I wonder if we'll get another one of those great freeze-frame pause faces.
So it's this new pasta, and I also got their dynamite shrimp because I really wanted to try it. Of course, it comes with their cheesy biscuit bread type deal. So this is my Christmas Eve dinner. So this is what the dynamite shrimp look like, and I love me a green onion, as you guys know. So
my family have a similar tradition when it comes to Christmas Eve or Moistmas Eve. We, the majority now, get takeaway. Myself, my friend, and my father, we have manwidges, which is steak and cheese. Now, last year it was peppers, onions, mushrooms. Father doesn't really do the mushrooms, so simplicity was easier this year, and we fully loaded with some really nice juicy steak, because we don't overdo it, Stilton and Red Leicester. I promise you, it was absolutely amazeballs. Mostly because we made it ourselves, baguettes included.
I already know I'm gonna love this. All right, cheers. Wow, that's good. And then the pasta, it said new next to it, so I'm assuming it's new. It has like this garlic sauce, and it's lobster and asparagus. I'm not really the biggest fan of asparagus, so let's see. It's okay.
There are a couple points I have to make here with this taste testing bull that she does for content. First is taste testing bull for content, when you should just do a mukbang. Be honest here, you're doing more when you're just eating. Second, your portions are massive, obviously. And third, asparagus is fantastic. Shut up.
I used to really dislike lobster, but as I've gotten older, I like it a little bit more now. Here's some lobster with pasta.
Yes, because as you've gotten older, your appreciation for quality meat has increased, provided that meat is fossilized.
All right, you guys, update. This is all I ate of this. I did have one biscuit and then a bite of this one. As I kept eating it, I was just like more over and over it, like as I kept going.
More and more over it? What the f does that even mean? Over it? Bish, don't try and act all high and mighty like you're finally weaning yourself of takeaways. You've done that with a couple of your meals now. Try not to be this person, because everyone sees through your BS in a heartbeat. You're not over it? You're gonna eat that later. We all know you will, and this might well now lean into the comments about what you do with this next anyway.
This is not worth the money to me, but to someone else, maybe. I think this was like $35. Like, hectic, 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 hectic.
$35 for a meal that would feed more than one person. Average person anyway. And you consider it, because you don't think it value for money, hectic. Someone doesn't understand the value of what they have in front of them. Additionally, before someone now says, oh, but it's not worth $35, don't do that. You can also go sit on something. You can pick what it is, but it's going to be sharp and pointing upwards. Additionally, we don't believe here that this is remotely hectic. Stop saying it. You're not going to make this any more reality. This word does not work in the context of that food. You are your own embarrassment to the subspecies of humanity you reside within.
I did eat all the shrimp though. Shrimp was delicious. Highly, highly recommend. And this, once I'm over something, I am truly over it. So I hate to be wasteful, but I am not eating this.
Yeah, we all know you just filmed that for appearances. You'll probably do a video in the future showing a version of it in the bin. Problem you got is, by the time you do that, everyone will have moved on to another dumb comment you would have made about you not eating certain things. So you'll show us as a throwaway remark, but we won't debunk anything, because you would have just reordered the food.
Okay, you guys, it's been a couple hours and I literally forgot that I also got a little thing of vanilla ice cream and some chocolate cake.
You may have forgotten, but thankfully your audience hadn't, because we noticed how big the bag was. We're not stupid. I mean, some of us are a bit challenged, and I will admit I may well fall within this bracket, certainly for covering every sodding video you put out this month. But, generally speaking, we're not. We noticed, and we know you like your dessert. I just want to highlight how Amber looks at food. The only time I've seen her look that excited, it was when she was going home, and when she pretends to be talking to Tommy via FaceTime.
Literally forgot about it. I literally put the ice cream in the freezer. I'm gonna try my very hardest to only have half of this. But I will say, it's tasty, and it definitely makes up for the pasta that I did not finish.
Yeah, the way you said finish doesn't convince me that you didn't finish it.
So I know a lot of people will probably get upset with this because it is wasting food, but I really want to be able to have things like this and eat it in moderation. I had less than half of the pasta, whoops, and I also had half of the cake. I'm definitely not tempted by this, so it doesn't even really matter, but this is a little tempting. So when I do have moments like that, I pour salt.
Well, this certainly explains one of the comments you got under your video. The thing here is you put a lot of salt on your food anyway, and I could believe you put some onto these meals before you consume them. That still doesn't really get to the sugar levels that you usually go to. And I went and looked up Red Lobster's, this dish in question, the one you say you don't like. There's at least 940 calories in that meal, 59% of your daily fat, and a fair amount of salt already. Yes, I googled things. And as far as the cake goes, I could believe that's not salt but sugar. And you said you only want to eat half and you're not an icing girl, well then by definition of what you've eaten the whole cake because you won't eat the icing anyway. Which means you've ordered a pointless cake. Yet again, wasteful Lynn Reed doing her wasteful Lynn Reed best, along with being liar Lynn Reed and a fraud Lynn Reed. And cheat code Lynn Reed.
Why not? Some people use dish soap, some people do hot sauce. It's okay to have these foods in moderation, even if you don't trust yourself fully with them. Like, telling yourself that you can't have something is simply gonna make yourself want it more. Again, everyone is different, but you are still allowed to have these things, even if you have to go to these quote unquote drastic measures to prevent yourself from overeating. Like, it's okay. Do not let people shame you.
Oh my god, you've dubbed over what you were doing. You slowed the camera down, I recognise the drag. You are precious. You're trying to act like you're above this. Bish, you're a half-ton heifer. You have no leg to stand on when you make these remarks because of how many times you failed, even with the aids of every cheat code under the sun. PlayStation have to make new ones just for you. And you'll still fail at them anyway.
I genuinely feel like so many people are going to be mad at me for that, but I don't care.
Well, we all know that's a lie. You spent half this month crying because of what people said about you online. Especially when it came to your ineptitude to find your cat, your negligence, and your, general shitty behaviour. Oh, and the fact you would willingly choose to put yourself in a similar position to Foodie Beauty in a fake relationship. Sorry, real one. total love, magical all the way.
Like, I just want to do what is right for me. And if I go cold turkey completely and I'm just like, I'm never gonna allow myself to have cake ever again, like, your girl's gonna have cake. It's gonna make me want it even more.
Yeah, it's called satiety, hunger pangs. The problem you have is, to be honest, at this point, you would have to go cold turkey. I mentioned once that back in 2017, a year after my mum died, I was diagnosed with depression. I had horrible anxiety attacks and I couldn't stop it. What wasn't helping was that during the day I was eating 3 times a day, massive bags of chips or crisps, 3 to 4, maybe 5 sometimes the highest, cans of Monster, and many, at least 100-gram bars of chocolate every day. 3 to 4 times I was doing that a day. And I crashed, and it was painful. So I went cold turkey instantly. The moment I knew what was wrong, because at that point I was still grieving, I wasn't in control. When the doctor diagnosed me, I knew I had to make a change. So I did. I have not touched an energy drink, a bag of crisps, and while still a chocoholic, I will admit that one vice had to be reduced down at that point, but the other 2 were completely gone. I've never gone back. I do not regret that decision, but it was not the easiest decision, and it's not easy to come off something you really enjoy. I miss crisps. I used to like dipping them in sauces and salsa. Salsa mostly, you know, the hot ones. Yeah. You though, at this point, because of the amount of times you failed, even with moderation, you have to go cold turkey. With a therapist, nutritionist, you need all the help because you are clearly incompetent.
This is it. This is what I have been dreading the whole day. The ending of Vlogmas. It is here. It has been a rocky ride. The beginning of Vlogmas was heartbreaking for a multitude of reasons, but I am feeling better. I'm still broken, but I'm trying to keep a positive outlook in life in every single aspect. I'm really looking forward to a new year to see what 2025 can bring.
I like that you vaguely allude to everything, because you put all these different issues on your shoulders. But ultimately, 2024 was a gigantic failure for you, because Skanklin Reed came out, because you lost Rarity, because you put on all the weight you lost when you used the cheat code for the second time, because you got with somebody and decided to pretend your relationship's still ongoing, even though you are clearly not happy with them, unless you are long distance or they are there with you. You faked breaking up with them, in fact, as well, when things got controversial, and because of the controversy, people saw more and more about you, to the point that when things started to go wrong for you in Wisconsin, there was no sympathy to be found, because the only thing people cared about was finding your cat, more than you cared about finding your cat, so much so you sodded off at the very first opportunity for yourself, giving up on a key member of your family. And I say key member because to me, pets, parity of esteem. My dog is everything to me. If my dog went missing, I wouldn't be here on YouTube making videos. I would be looking for my dog and I would tell everyone where to look. A rough area of a county. Your country may be bigger, but you wouldn't even ask the internet for help. No, you were too busy doing all the obfuscation tactics that you like to do, and then gaslighting everyone that tried to offer to help you. This year's been bad for you because you've lost 40% at least of your core audience. Your viewership is going low. If you start the year next year with 30k guaranteed views and end the year on 20, things are going to get even harder for Amber. Vlogmas has been a failure for you. You may have made 25 videos, but not a single one had enough content for it to make one video from.
2024 brought me a lot of sadness.
A statement that I'm going to leave this video on. A truthful statement as well. But you left out a key part, and you don't, in fact, admit that it's entirely by your own design. I'm sure you'll make a couple more videos before the end of the year anyway, and we will cover them and put them within the Vlogmas Non-10 playlist. As far as I'm concerned, your year has been a massive fail, and you've still not found a way to be a constructive, creative creator, because your only way of being a creator, according to you, that is good, involves you doing nothing, or showing us clips of you sometimes doing something here and there, but ultimately padding your videos out with you acting all sanctimonious. You have nothing to be sanctimonious about. You're over £550, and that's a guarantee. We'll know this for certain when you do your first weigh-in. And you can talk about not doing that, or talking publicly about it, but ultimately, you are a weight loss channel that's failed everything. Everything. Literally everything. By the definition of the term you use it as incorrectly, I might add, that's hectic. I prefer the word embarrassing, quite frankly.
hectic, 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 hectic,